recording?
No.
Hello! There you are. Welcome back to another Ramrod Recommends. I've got another recommendation for you. Now, I know last time when I did the recommendation for Death Machine, I said I was going to do another retro recommendation. Technically, it's retro because it came out in 2009. Why are you laughing at me?
Because you're getting a burp out.
I've got it there.
You've got an indigestion, haven't you?
It's repeating on me, as they say. It's past now. I'll be okay. I'm just so excited about my next recommendations, probably as all it is. 2009 this movie came out. It snuck out. Again, nobody saw this movie unless they were fans of this guy's work. The next recommendation I've got for you is Tetsuo, the Bullet Man. This box is actually a bit of a bootleg, but there's the cinema poster. This is the movie you're looking for. You can get it on Region 1 on DVD. This is as good as it gets for me over here because I don't actually think it came out over here in any way, shape or form, to be honest with you, but thank God for modern times we can get copies of films that we love and whatever. It's a bit of a bootleg, but it's not illegal or anything. Anyway, paste over that bit. Tetsuo the Bullet Man.
You got the real disc, but you didn't get the real box.
That's what I'm trying to say. Bootleg box. See?
There you
It's
go.
a poster I made. That'll do. So Tetsuo the Bullet Man. The history briefly behind the guy that made this. Sugimoto. He's a very famous Japanese director. Like Takeshi Miike, this guy is a bit of a cult hero. Back in 88, I think 89, he made a movie called Tetsuo the Iron Man. It was a black and white movie. It was only about an hour or so long, but it was about a guy whose body became infused with metal and mechanics, and he slowly mutated into this horrible cyborg, and his dick turned into a drill, and all sorts of amazing things happened. Tetsuo then spawned a sequel. In 1992, we had Tetsuo 2 Body Hammer. This was a huge step up from the first movie. Bigger budget. You know, cinematography was better. There's exactly the same plot. It's almost like Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 were kind of like the original, and then Evil Dead 2 was like a reimagining of the first one instead of a direct sequel. This is what he's done with his Tetsuo movies. He made Iron Man, it was his own thing. Body Hammer, same plot again. Some guy gets infused with metal and technology, and he goes crazy. By the end of Tetsuo Body Hammer, he's turned into a tank. It's awesome, Body Hammer, but we're not talking about Body Hammer. We're talking about the third version of this story, which is Bullet Man. I mean, Sugimoto went on and he made a couple of films in between. He made an amazing film called The Snake of June, which was like an erotic thriller. I urge you to seek that movie. He did Gemini and Nightmare Detective, but when he came back with The Bullet Man, I was really excited. Big fan of the Tetsuo movies. This absolutely blew my mind. It's got just the greatest Hulk homage I've ever seen. As in Hulk, I mean the Incredible Hulk. This is like the Japanese horror version of the Incredible Hulk, and this is why I hold it so dear, because I'm a big Hulk fan. Basically, it's the same plot as the others. A man gets infused with technology, but there's more exposition and explanation this time. It's in English and Japanese. Basically, a man, he's like a sort of a businessman. He's a bit of a meek sort of guy. Him and his wife get followed around by this stranger, and they attack him, and he's attacked all times, and it makes his body become more metallic. He starts growing metal out of his flesh, and he becomes stronger and more powerful. As the plot goes on, which is something we didn't get in the other versions of the movie, we learned that he was a child experiment. His father was kind of like a Bruce Banner type. He was experimenting with fusing metal and flesh together to make super weapons. I love a super weapon or a super soldier. This guy has been basically forced to become this Hulk. As this guy starts following him and tormenting him and pushing him, he becomes bigger and stronger and more angry, to the point where, well, he becomes like a nuclear reactor. This film is just insanely good. The idea of it is well executed, the pacing's brilliant. It's not too far-fetched. It's almost more realistic and believable than the other versions. It's like The Incredible Hulk. It's got an amazing industrial soundtrack on it. Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails wrote a piece of music for it, which is featured at the end of the movie. I can't recommend this film enough. You really have to seek it out though, because it's as rare as rocking horse shit to find a copy of this film. But if you can find Tetsuo the Bullet Man anywhere, please, Ramrod recommends watching this movie. And also the previous movies, Iron Man and Body Hammer. Seek out the Tetsuo movies, because these are just some of the best films ever. So thank you once again. This is a real quick one. I don't know why I did that. That was probably really inappropriate. But it's done now anyway. It's on film. Tetsuo Bullet Man's out there. If you do manage to find it, get it watched, give us a comment, give us a like, give us a share. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Flood your minds with so many more new videos and recommendations. I'm looking over there, I'm crazy for a minute. Oh, it's been a long day. Tetsuo Bullet Man. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again for another recommendation. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.